Thank you. I'm Clifton A. Casteel. It is a privilege to have you here as I begin my campaign for the mayor of the wonderful city of New Orleans. I outline plans and qualifications relevant to the role of mayor, such as to establish a committee to evaluate the mayor's professional conduct and performance. Now, I do ask voters to consider electing me as mayor of the golden city of New Orleans. If so, it would be the second pinnacle of my life. You see, I like to believe my two daughters were the first pinnacle, but there are times I give thought to that reward. I have worked as a speechwriter and campaign manager for several candidates. I am confident that I can contribute to the future growth of the city of New Orleans. Now, proud to express my views, which I hope will yield positive outcomes for the city, I'd like to mention something which has me asking myself, and maybe you will also. That is, if my fourth grade arithmetic teacher, Miss Ida Jones, were still here with us, it would be of interest to me to see if she would cast her vote for me. Now, here's why. Clifton? Yes, ma'am. Why haven't you learned how to solve takeaway problems? Your classmates can. I do know how to take away. Really? Well, Clifton, prove us wrong. Now, here's your problem. If you had a basket of 10 apples and you give me 4 apples, how many are left? 10. Now I could hear my classmates laughing. What did you say, Clifton? 10. Clifton, how could you have 10 apples if you gave me 4 of your apples? 'Cause I won't give you none of my juicy red apples? Now, I hope my lack of math skills will not prevent you from voting for me. Our city of 380,000 is composed of 39% white middle income and wealthy residents. Black residents make up 60% of the population, most of whom are low income. Now, here's my platform to be the mayor of this wonderful, great city of New Orleans. New Orleans, better than before. Now, the platform is supported by a total of 21 primary planks. Now, here's our first plank. Address the high rate of unemployment and underemployment, a leader in the South. Attract quality companies to the city with incentives. Support small businesses and offer guidance in writing small grants. To address rising juvenile crime rates, caregivers could be encouraged to attend parental counseling on weekends as a condition for receiving public assistance. Construct dormitory-style juvenile detention centers with mental and career counselors. Address the school system physical and learning issues, hiring quality teachers, staffing schools with modern technology and supplies. You know, good schools equal good environments, good communities. I would place small police stations in challenging communities, thus decreasing the wait time for officials to show up. Now, the presence of law officials in communities foster respect and understanding between officials and citizens, reducing crime. Appoint a police chief who will demand that his staff solve and treat each crime equally. Free quality nurseries with early childhood parenting instruction for low-income families. Increase funding for Crime Stoppers. Accessible mental health services for caregivers and young adults. Address the high rate of homelessness with shelters, counseling, and employment training. Provide more affordable low-income housing through grants from HUD. Encourage and compensate young adults for serving as mentors and offer special incentives to couples who adopt children. Staff mental and career counselors in junior high school, where dropout rates are the highest. Free academic tutoring on weekends, and I will pay teachers to be tutors. Place child nurseries in high schools where there are high rates of pregnancy and thus dropouts. Mothers will have the opportunity to complete school. Place vocational educational training in underperforming secondary schools. Free contraceptive beginning at age 18 through 25. Remove short-term leasing, and this will prevent out-of-town wealthy individuals from leasing for a short period of time, thus increasing the rental value for the citizens of New Orleans who would like to rent or lease. I will lessen the unacceptable practice of gentrification. Middle-income individuals will be prohibited from being able to buy property in low-income communities and build large houses and drastically increase the fair tax rate of each property there, each house. Retired property owners with low incomes are forced to sell their property due to rising property taxes. Now, not part of my 21 planks, but relevant, and that is this. I will ask faith leaders to encourage church members to be positive forces in communities. Report criminal activities. Just be involved. Do volunteering. And I will urge young people to use social media to motivate friends to support those in need. Give challenges. You will never know how much you can do until you try it. Now, Orleanians, I will not focus on negative aspects that separate us. You know, there are shared elements, including productive work, family, and respect that exists across different groups. We must stand by each other. We must lean on each other. We must pick each other up. We can build a city to be proud of only if we stand by each other. We can only have strength if we support each other, as challenges are inevitable. You know, if we stand by each other, we can have a city that America will envy. We must never abandon our North Star. Finally, I ask each of you to go in empathy. And please do not forget to vote for Clifton A. Casteel for your next mayor. I'm going to need you. I'm going to need you to stand by me because I'm going to have some growing pains. Please, I'll get the job done. Thanks, everybody.